Hello everybody, welcome back again to the non-stop study. If you're preparing for the government exam, then this video is especially for you. So, welcome to the non-stop weekly news for the quick revision of all the news that revolve around this week. So, without wasting even a single second, let's begin. In the tribal-dominated Jhabua district of Madhya Pradesh, the women came up with a rural livelihood mission called as Didi Vehicle Service for the rural women for the safe delivery and other emergency services. This vehicle service is completely free. The state government of Chhattisgarh has launched its ambitious Rajiv Gandhi Kishan Nyay Yojana on May 21, 2020. On 29th death anniversary of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi to encourage the crop production in the state and to give the farmers the right price for their produce. A team of scientists of CSIRO and Australia's National Science Agency, the Australian Institute of Marine Science and the University of Melbourne successfully discovered corals with increased heat tolerance, which has potential to reduce the impact of coral reef bleaching due to climatic change. Let's see something more about CSIRO. Chairman is David Todde, founded in 1916 and headquarters is in Australia. Moving ahead with more news, Union Human Resource Development, that is HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, released 3 handbooks through video conferencing in New Delhi. And these 3 handbooks were prepared by the Central Board of Secondary Education, that is CBSE. So here are the details about these 3 handbooks. First is Cyber Safety. The Cyber Safety Handbook is for students of secondary and senior secondary school. It is prepared to create awareness about cyber security among the students from class 9th to class 12th. The second handbook is In Pursuit of Excellence, a handbook for principals. The second handbook for the principals of schools to be made aware of the board system and other useful information. It will ensure better coordination between schools as well as CBSE administration. And the third and the last one is the 21st Century Skills handbook. The third handbook deals everyone to make aware of 21st century skills and motivate them to use in their daily lives. Union HRD Minister Shri Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank launched IGNOUS, that is Indira Gandhi National Open University online program for Master of Arts, that is MA in Hindi, through Facebook live sessions and also broadcasted live through IGNOUS Gyan Darshan channel, Gyan Dhara. The ministry also added that this online program would strengthen the Padhe India Online initiative. Finance Ministry exempts B2B, that is business-to-business firms, from using only Bheem RuPay for accepting the payments. Ministry of Defence approved procurement of 26 defence items to boost Make in India initiative. This was done through the amendment of Public Procurement Order 2017. International Tea Day is being celebrated on May 21st every year. Now focusing on rest of the news. The administration in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir issued a new set of rules named Jammu and Kashmir Grant of Domicile Certificate Rules 2020, which defines the rule for issuing domicile certificates in the Union Territory. The amended rules allows the eligible non-local and all the permanent resident certificate holder and their children living outside Jammu and Kashmir to apply for the certificates. Let's see something about Jammu and Kashmir. Lieutenant Governor is Girish Chandra Murmu. Capital is Jammu for winter and Srinagar for summer. In view of the ongoing lockdown in the country due to coronavirus, that is COVID-19, Kotak Mahindra Bank has become the first bank in India to allow video Know Your Customer, that is KYC facility for its customer opening savings account on Kotak 811 platform. Headquarters of Kotak Mahindra Bank is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. MD and CEO is Uday Kotak. Franklin Templeton Trustees Services Private Limited has appointed an independent advisor, Kotak Mahindra Bank, to work together with Franklin Templeton Asset Management India Private Limited, the AMC, to assist the trustees in monetizing the portfolios of the 6 schemes that are being wound up and make payouts to the affected investors. Tata Power announced that its subsidiary Tata Power International Private Limited has acquired a 10% stake in ABV from the International Finance Corporation for $150,000, that is about Rs 1.13 crore. The increased stake has increased TPIPL's shareholding in ABV to 50%. Let's see something more about Tata Power. Headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. CEO and Managing Director is Praveer Sinha. The World Bank announced emergency operation worth $160 billion to 100 developing countries over a 15-month period to fight the deadly coronavirus. The coronavirus pandemic and the shutdown is expected to put over 60 million into extreme poverty globally. With that news, let's see something more about World Bank. Headquarters is in Washington, D.C. President is David Malpass. Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India has approved the proposal of the state-owned leader Union Bank of India, which holds 25.1% stake in Star Union Dai-ichi Life, to continue with its 30% holding in India's first life insurance. Let's see something more about UBI. Headquarters in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Chairman is Kewal Handa. Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer is Raj Kiran Rai Ji. Along with that, let's see something more about India First Life Insurance. Headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. MD and CEO is R.M. Vishak. KKR buys 2.32% in Jio platforms for Rs 11,367 crores. Popular author Ruskin Bond has authored a book titled Hope On: My Adventure on Boats, Trains and Planes. International Day for Biological Diversity 2020 is being celebrated on May 22. National Anti-Terrorism Day is being celebrated on May 21st. And World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development 2020 is being celebrated on May 21st every year. India became the second largest producer of personal protective equipments in the world. China is the leading producer of PPE in the world. Status paper on government debt released. World Bank names Carmen Reinhard as Chief Economist and Vice President. Let's see something more about World Bank. Headquarters is in Washington, D.C. Motto is working for a world free of poverty, and President is David Malpass. Abhas Jha, the Indian economist, was appointed to a key position on climate change and disaster management in South Asia by the World Bank. World Turtle Day 2020 is being celebrated on May 23rd. Moving ahead with more news. The Indian Council of Medical Research recently revised its advisories on hydroxychloroquine, and the council is considering to replace the drug with anti-HIV drugs. Let's see something more about ICMR. Headquarters in New Delhi and chief is Dr. Balram Bhargav. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh participates in Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises E-Conclave, named as Society of Indian Defence Manufacturer SIDM MSME Conclave 2020, jointly organized by SIDM Conference of Indian Industry and Department of Defence Production. Infrastructure consultancy and engineering company RITES, that is Rail India Technical and Economic Service, has signed an agreement for acquiring 24% stake in Indian Railway Station Development Corporation, that is IRSDC, for Rs 48 crore. Janvi Bukhan was appointed as the 37th National President for Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry Ladies Organization. She took over the position from Harjinder Kaur Talwar at 36th FLO session. Let's see something more about FLO. Its executive director is Rashmi Sharita and the head office is in New Delhi. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has launched 7 Services of India Meteorological Department IMD on the unified mobile application for a new age governance, that is Umang app, to further enhance the online delivery of government services. Maruti Suzuki, a partnership with Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company, has rolled out a scheme to offer a 2-month moratorium on vehicle loans EMI for Maruti customers. The Maruti Suzuki Buy Now Pay Later offer will allow customers to start paying the EMIs after 60 days of loan disbursement. Let me clear you that disbursement means payment. With that news, let's see something more about Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company Limited, that is CIFCL. Headquarters is in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Managing Director is Arun Alagappan. Let's see something more about Maruti Suzuki India Limited. Its headquarters is in New Delhi and the CEO is Kenichi Ayukawa. The private sector ICICI Bank has introduced a special fixed deposit scheme for senior citizens called ICICI Bank Golden Years FD, which offers an interest rate of 6.55% per annum for deposits up to Rs 2 crore with a tenure of more than 5 years to 10 years. Let's see something more about ICICI. Its corporate office is situated in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Managing Director and CEO is Sandeep Bakshi and Chairman is Girish Chandra Chaturvedi. Uttarakhand became the first state to release a report highlighting its conservation efforts to save over 1,100 rare plants from extinction. The Mizoram state government has recently provided industrial status to sports. This has been done by the government to attract investment in the sports industry. Let's see something more about Mizoram. Its capital is Aizawl. CM is P. Zoramthanga and Governor is P.S. Sridharan Pillai. Indian Navy made breathable PPE kit named as Nav Rakshak. Let's see something more about Indian Navy. Its headquarters is in New Delhi and Chief is Admiral Karambir Singh. World Steel Association released the World Steel Report. According to the report, the crude steel report of India declined by 65%. During April 2020, the steel output of India was 3.13 million tons. Legendary hockey player, 3-time Olympic gold medalist and the best centre forward Balbir Singh Sr. passed away. He was born in 1924 in Haripur, Jalandhar. World Thyroid Day is being celebrated on May 25th every year, and International Missing Children's Day 2020 is being celebrated on May 25th every year. Now let's focus on some other news. Maruti Suzuki partners with ICICI Bank to provide retail financing scheme to customers. The Indian Association Uganda and Indian Military Advisory and Training Team for Uganda People Defence Forces have jointly set up Military War Game Centre called India at the Uganda Senior Command and Staff College in Kimika in Jinja district of Uganda with a cost of over 1 billion Ugandan shillings or $265,000. With that news, let's see something more about Uganda. Its capital is Kampala. President is Yoweri Museveni and PM is Ruakana Rugunda. Currency is Ugandan shilling. Fintech startup Jaggle has partnered with Visa to launch innovative payment solutions for small and medium enterprises and startups so as to enhance productivity, efficiency, automated processes, reduce cost and focus on easy and fast credit with a unique card which will have Forex, prepaid and credit. Let's see something more about Jaggle. Its headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. MD and CEO is Avinash Godkhindi. With that, let's see something more about Visa also. Headquarters is in Foster City, California and Chairman and CEO is Alfred F. Kelly. US Navy successfully tests first solid-state laser weapon system to destroy aircraft mid-flight. MPCM, that is Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan, will inaugurate the Everybody Will Get Employment, that is Sabko Milega Rozgar scheme through video conferencing. Under this scheme, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005, that is Manrega job cards will be distributed to the laborers. Let's see something more about MP. Its capital is Bhopal, CM is Shivraj Singh Chauhan, and Governor is Lalji Tandon. Alibaba co-founder Jack Ma to resign from SoftBank's board. Founder and CEO of Alibaba is Masayoshi Son. IBM Academy of Technology member Dr. Rajiv Joshi, an Indian-American scientist, won the New York Intellectual Property Law Association 2020 Inventor of the Year award to honor for his work in advancing the electronic industry and improving artificial intelligence capabilities. Received the award through an online interview. Inventor of the Year award is awarded every year to honor the contribution of an inventor towards society, and the winner will be awarded $5,000, that is 3.78 lakh rupees. So I hope you like this video. Hence, to be updated with all the latest weekly news, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to never miss the further news updates. Thank you so much.